Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over the branding section of your store. So from the Shopify admin, we're going to go to settings and we are going to go to brand. So the purpose of the brand section is that here you're going to define your brand's logo, colors, slogans, things like that. And this is essentially acting like a brand book. And different apps and sales channels that are connected to your store may be able to utilize this information to make it easier to brand certain apps to your brand. So instead of having to define the color schemes and define the logo every time you update an app or update your theme, depending on which app or theme you're using, they may use this brand section to help streamline those things and make it a little bit faster for you to do. So starting from the top and going down, we have our default logo, which Shopify in each section will let you know what this is and what it's used for. So your logo used for logo applications. Here are the different media types it supports, and here is the recommended size. So it recommends a width of at least 512 pixels. Here's our logo. We could swap it out by clicking change and choosing from our media gallery, or we can just remove it and add a new logo from our gallery like that. So they ask for a rectangular logo and they also ask for a square logo. So it says also used by some social media channels, and they recommend at least 512 by 512 megapixels. You can also change the preview if you wanted to see what it looks like in different versions. So you can see this is what it would look like if it was a circle and this is a favicon. So you can see what it would look like in different scenarios to make sure that you're happy with the upload. And then continuing down, you have your primary color palette. So these are your brand colors. Here you can define which colors you want to use. So by default, it has two colors here. You can click on the square box and you can either put in the exact color number that you have, or you can just drag the slider and drag it to whatever the color is. So these are just sample colors. So we'll just use our example here. And right now we have 3 colors, but if you wanted to add additional colors, you can click this plus button over here. And you can also add a cover image. So the cover image, it says key image that shows off your brand and profile pages and apps. So sometimes for social media, things like LinkedIn or Facebook, they have brand banners or cover images. So here you can add a cover image. They recommend 1920 by 1280. And you can preview it in 2 different sizes, 16 by 9 or 3 by 1. And then finally, towards the bottom, we have our slogan, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's the tagline for your business. So for Bluesoft Design, our tagline is next level websites for next level brands. It allows up to 80 characters. It shows that here. And then we have the short description of our business, which is sometimes used in various bios or listings. So here that supports 150 characters. And then finally, we have our social media links, where Shopify supports these various social media accounts. So we can add our account and just put in the URL over here. And it's supposed to include the full URL / whatever your tag, or rather whatever your handle is. So if we did tiktok.com/BluesoftDesign, and that would be how we add our socials. So once everything's done, you can kind of take a look at this preview in the top right. If the brand is compatible with anything that's already installed on your store, it will appear over here. So we only have our online store sales channel set up, so it says that it's compatible with the online store. And it kind of goes over what are some of the common essentials that you should define here that it recommends. So your logo, your square logo, and your colors are the most commonly used. And then there are some apps that may utilize the cover image, the slogan, the short description, the social links, and it'll show you if those are filled out. So we just filled all those out, so those are marked with a check mark. If they weren't filled out, they would be marked with an X. So once all of your branding is filled out, you would just click Save. And now all of our branding has been saved and can be utilized by the different apps that we install on our store.